Netflix movies aren't always hits, but a forgotten sci-fi gem from 2 years ago should have become the streamer's next big film franchise. Since the dawn of streaming, Netflix has been the biggest name in the game, and they've kept that spot by hosting tons of classic content, as well as producing their own. Some of Netflix's movies have become bona fide Oscar contenders, while others have gone viral and inspired global trends online. However, most of Netflix's original content falls somewhere in the middle, with a myriad of films and shows largely being buried under an avalanche of original content being dumped on the servers on a weekly basis. One of Netflix's best sci-fi movies was a victim of the streaming deluge and passed by with little fanfare. This happened in spite of the fact that it's one of the most fiercely original films the streamer has ever hosted and has an all-star cast. What's worse, though a lot of what ends up on Netflix was clearly only meant for streaming, 2023's They Cloned Tyrone is a movie that could have easily had a theatrical run. Director Jewel Taylor's blaxploitation-inspired sci-fi comedy has a slick visual style and a script that is loaded with deeper meaning about the Black experience in America. The sci-fi concepts are essentially just a backdrop for the film's messaging, but it is not a hollow experience. Performances by John Boyega, Teyonah Parris, and Jamie Foxx anchor the film, and each knew how to add just the right amount of humor to keep things interesting. The film's social commentary may be somewhat surface level, but that's what helps to make it such an accessible movie. They Cloned Tyrone slipped by without notice, but not because it didn't have widespread appeal. Plenty of Netflix movies have sequels, and They Cloned Tyrone left plenty of room for a follow-up. The film's performance on Netflix is hard to measure, though it was one of the 5 most streamed movies in the world in July 2023, according to The Wrap. It was popular for a time, but didn't stick around for long. This could be the reason They Cloned Tyrone hasn't gotten a sequel yet, or it could be that a follow-up was never planned in the first place. The twist ending is compelling, but it could have just been yet another absurd joke to leave the audience chuckling. With years passing, the chance of another movie grows slimmer and slimmer.